respected elder brothers and sisters, and then the rest of younger brothers and sisters. I always start my talk to use word brothers, sisters. I feel actually 7 billion human beings on this planet is actually our brothers, sisters. I really should try to promote deeper understanding. 7 billion human beings is the same human being, mentally, emotionally, physically, we are same. And the most important, everyone wants happy life. In this country, because the basic concept of ahimsa, many great spiritual leaders. The one example, Guru Nanak. Truly, I think, Sarvaswati show the compassion and ahimsa. With that, the religious harmony. His family background, Hindu, but he took pilgrimage to Mecca. That shows non-sectarian and religious harmony. Wonderful, really wonderful. Then, I think the blessing of Guru Nanak, I think among the Sadaji, almost no beggar, hard-working in the Punjab state. Oh, I think really hard-working. So religious-minded, at the same time, not lazy, work hard. I think that's very good. So, now you see the on special kasota. Period also the memory about Guru Nanak. Wonderful. You see, these, I think, not only just memory about like Guru Nanak and those great Indian sort of spiritual leaders. So we should follow their advice in our day-to-day life, should implement. That very important. So I think I feel now the most part, major sort of portion of my life spent in this country. And then also I am longest guest of Indian government. So I really feel India is a great nation. These knowledge, you can make significant contribution for well-being of 7 billion human beings. So wherever I go, I always talk about the secular ethics on the basis of scientific finding. So 7 billion human beings, different religious faith, and some people, no faith, okay, still human brothers, sisters, but they also want peace of mind. So India's way, secular way, to keep peace of mind is wonderful. So therefore, wherever I go, I always talk these things. So I myself consider messenger of ancient Indian thought. And then I also have sort of keen interest about science. And last almost 40 years, I have serious discussion with many scientists, mainly 4 fields: cosmology, the neurobiology, then philosophy, or physics, particularly quantum physics. When I discuss with a quantum physicist, so it seems we know better. Because one, you see, the great Indian nuclear physicist, where? No. Nuclear physicist Rajaramana, late Rajaramana, he once told me, quantum physics in the West, something new. In this country, over 2,000 years already developed these concepts. It is very true. So, as a student of ancient Indian thought, so when I discuss with scientists about quantum physics, of course I respect, but in one side of my mind I feel, oh, I know better. And then psychology. Oh, ancient Indian psychology. Really wonderful, very sophisticated. So sometimes, if may I say so, when I discuss with Western psychologists, then their sort of understanding about human mind seems like kindergarten level. The ancient Indian sort of psychology, Indian sort of knowledge about mind, about emotion, how to tackle these, really highly developed. So compare that, existing Western psychology looks like kindergarten level. So there is a real sort of rooms to further develop. So as a result of a meeting with scientists, number of scientists really showing interest about ancient Indian psychology. And then the physics, particularly the quantum physics. So in Indian tradition, quantum physics utilize to antidote about our destructive emotion, such as anger and extreme attachment. Because, you see, attachment, anger, these very much based on appearances. So the way to tackle these things, if we understand the deeper reality, things does not exist as appears. Deeper level is something different. Now quantum physics, you see that at least you see material, external thing does not exist as appears. All depend on observer. So that's exactly a Nalanda tradition. Nagarjuna clearly mentioned that. And the purpose, when negative emotion develop, we very much grasping something independent exists as appears. Oh. So the understanding nothing exists as appears in deeper level, different reality, then you see the intensity of the destructive emotion, they automatically reduce. So here I want to share with you now many years, you see, discussion and experiment. My conclusion is all destructive emotion, such as anger, jealousy, all these very much related with ignorance. Ignorance means, you see, so they accept the reality as appears. So all destructive emotion based on ignorance. So no logical basis. Then positive emotion such as compassion, loving kindness, all these, you see, very sound basis. More think, more conviction come. The destructive emotion, short period, very strong, but think more, then no solid basis. For example, loving kindness, think more. They also want peace and happiness. We are social animal. I must pay their sort of happiness, respect their happiness, not harming them. Ahimsa, karuna. And then, so there's plenty of reasons. So thinking more, so year by year, the strength of compassion, karuna, increasing because sound basis. Anger, all the certain way, anger come. You see, you burst shouting, and even if some glass crushed. But if you feel the next 1 day, 2 days, then you feel shy. And today's your enemy, you feel very angry. But eventually that person, very possible, become best friend of you. So therefore, like anger, jealousy, these no profound basis. Oh, just emotion. So there is a real possibility transform society. Too much anger, too much jealousy, too much fear can reduce, because there is no sort of logical basis. Other hand, compassion. With compassion, forgiveness. These are very sound basis. Then also many emotions, destructive emotions such as anger, jealousy, these fear, these very much related with self-centered attitude, me, that. For that, altruism, we are social animal, respect all the community, that, you see, thinking automatically reduce the self-centered attitude. So therefore, you see, human brain, marvelous. This brain properly utilized, reasoning, investigation. Then our brain intelligence combine warm-heartedness. Then your life, firstly, your mind become very peaceful mind. And then through that way, you see, you really become as a friend of the whole society. Okay. So, they're selfish. Selfish, they are taking care of yourself. But that selfish should be wise selfish rather than foolish selfish. Think just you. That's foolish. So, we are a social animal. In order to fulfill your own interest, take care about other. Make more friends, then you get the benefit. Okay, so wise selfish is much better than foolish selfish. Okay, like that. So now in this respect, education, like this university, I think a great potential to open people's mind or not only in order to achieve happy human society, happy world, not only material thing, but also, you see, inner worlds, peace, and combination of wisdom and warm-heartedness, these two things combination. Now, in India, over 1,000 years, this tradition there. Now, simply you pay more attention, then, like Sadaji, they say, look, Guru Nanak, oh, wonderful, wonderful. So, this country, and Buddha also Indian, and all those great thinkers all are Indian. So therefore, this country, of course, over 1 billion population. China also is over 1 billion population. So China, traditionally, Buddhist country, many Chinese people, wherever they live, some Buddhist temple there. So, India is the land of Buddha, as Prime Minister mentioned. So, I think this is the beginning of 21st century. I think through our effort, mainly through education, not puja, but through education, I think the remaining this 21st century, I think later part of 21st century, can be more peaceful, more sort of, compassionate world, very possible through education, not through prayer, but through education. So eventually, one of my dreams is eventually this world should be demilitarized world. No weapon. Only whenever we find some sort of disagreement, through talk. So in order to develop peaceful century, we must develop this century of a dialogue. Whenever we find some disagreement, through dialogue, try to solve. So, weapon, not for dialogue, killing. That is, I think, outdated. Actually, war, very concept of war, very much related with feudal system. Now feudal system gone. Now we are democratic sort of democratic world. World belongs to the people, not king or queen or some sort of spiritual leaders. World belongs to the people. Each country belongs to the people of that country. So, in war, ancient time war, under one person's order. So that's very much related with feudal system. Now feudal system gone. I think the soldier, each soldier, they love their own life. I don't think they, without sort of the order, ask each soldier, I don't think they're willing to sacrifice their own life. Just order. So therefore, very sort of the event of war, killing each other, that's, I think, very much related with feudal system. Then, another point now here, I want to, as I briefly mentioned, like Guru Nanak, non-sectarian, and respect all religion, that now one India's, so I say, there's also greatest contribution for world, to the world, the conflict in the name of religion also now there, unfortunately. All religion, in spite of different philosophy, all carry, as I mentioned earlier, same message of love, Then, in the name of different religion, killing. Now, for example, in Afghanistan or Syria, this area, Shia and Sunni killing each other. Unthinkable. So, in Burma, Buddhist and Muslim, some problem. So these are really unthinkable. So India also have the responsibility to promote religious harmony. So in this country, religious harmony really there. Few occasions, some problem. That's, I think, if may I say so, due to politicians. Otherwise, people's level, I think religious harmony over 1,000 years there. Now this must show world different religion can live together and mutual respect and mutual learning. So my number one commitment is I'm a human being. So human being need human compassion. We are compassionate nature. Now through education, we should pay more attention about this inner value. Through that way, I believe 7 billion human beings, if we start in education, some sort of education about our inner value and compassion, these things, I think the later part of 21st century can be more compassionate world, more peaceful world. Then my second commitment, I am Buddhist, the Nalanda sort of student. So my second commitment is promotion of religious harmony. So I always feel India is the example. Religious harmony is very possible over 1,000 years. So my second commitment is promotion of religious harmony. The third my sort of commitment is I'm Tibetan. So Tibetan people, around 6 to 7 million Tibetan, they trusted me. So I have the responsibility. But regarding political matter, since 2001, I totally retired. Now my main sort of commitment regarding Tibet is, firstly, pay more attention about Tibetan delicate environment. Then most important is Tibetan rich knowledge from Nalanda. I think now Nalanda knowledge available only among Tibetan, no other country. So this Tibetan, our knowledge is truly the precious knowledge for entire humanity. Therefore, you see, we must pay more attention to our knowledge which our ancestors, firstly brought from India, then preserved in Tibet, then further sort of the development. Therefore, that's, I think, we can really make certain sort of significant contribution from our tradition. Okay. That's my main sort of concern as a Tibetan. Then now my latest, my commitment, or fourth commitment, is revival of ancient Indian knowledge in modern India. So now, here, the young students, our life, when I met old people, then sometimes I feel, you go first or me go first. When I sort of met young people, then you are the generation of future. So you are I think future, in some extent, in your hand. So these negative things, international level, and also within India, such as caste system and huge gap, rich and poor. So these negative things, you see, we should make effort to change these things. So younger generation, if you pay more attention and make effort now, the remaining century, I think could be more sort of more peaceful, more equal society. Firstly, caste system. I think the one aspect of feudal system. So now that's gone. So you all, the Indian, same right. The caste system is outdated. I'm thinking seriously, the religious leader here should have special responsibility to make clear caste system is outdated. Very important. I think in the Sadaji community, no caste system.
No caste.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So therefore, you young Indian, now you have, I think, a bright future. You must make effort to bring it, to grow bright future. Okay. So I am Buddhist. My daily meditation, including prayer, but I have not much faith to community level or world level. Prayer, not much effect. So action, karma, action, that's more important. Through action we can change. Just a prayer, doing nothing, I don't know. So that's all. Thank you. I'm great honor to have opportunity meeting with bright student and great university. And I think now here I may say blessing of Guru Nanak. I think anyway, the name of Guru Nanak and his example, I think a wonderful thing. This is non-sectarian and respect all religions, religious harmony. And India's 1,000-year-old message of ahimsa, karuna, these things, very important. Thank you.
Students have few questions. Students have few questions.
Question? Yes, okay. Question. I like questions. How? Yesterday also I mentioned. Yes?
Good morning, His Highness. A very warm welcome from Chandigarh University. I am Manvi Sharma from CSE department, and I would like to ask that according to recent news, His Holiness has been invited by Punjab University. So, according to you, what should we do to pay real homage to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, as His Highness has been invited by the Punjab University for the celebration of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 550th birthday celebration. So according to you, what should we do to pay real homage to Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji in true sense?
Karsa?
Guru Nanak Punjab University Guru Nanak
That's firstly, Karuna, Ahimsa, and religious harmony. These are, I feel, Guru Nanak truly has to make example of 1,000-year-old India's tradition. So we should follow their example. Okay. Then, next question.
Good morning, His Holy.
Where?
Good morning, His Holiness. My name is Snober and I'm from Liberal Arts Department. So my question to you is that recently the government of India has met the long-standing demands of the people of the Ladakh region by providing them the UT status. So sir, what are your views on this decision, and do you think that this would help in promoting development in the Ladakh region?
I heard many Ladakhis appreciate that. So, beyond that, I have no idea. That's for Ladakhis business.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Now, next question.
Last.
No, I think no hurry. Okay. Yes. Few more questions, yes.
Good morning, His Holiness. My question is, what's your opinion about sustainable development, since our environment degrading day by day for human needs? We are actually degrading human environment for the human needs. So what's your opinion about environment?
Kasa.
Sustainable development.
Ka.
Sustainable development.
When I was in Tibet, you see, I have no idea about importance or, taking care about ecology. After I came to India, and also visit some European countries, then you see, same water, people say this water too much because of polluted, you cannot drink. Then I realized, pollution, something very serious matter. And then also, you see, in Stockholm, in Sweden, in the center, one river, I was told, and some time back, no fish because too much pollution. Then the concerned people take special pay attention. The factories also then pay special attention. Then gradually some fish appears. So we can do something. And then kasa choti, igan kasa nangatongi. Kasa ozone layer. One occasion, some scientists mentioned, because we pay more attention, the damaging ozone layer reduce. So there is sort of the relation, our own sort of behavior about environment. So some factories too much use the coal, or these things now many scientists say are very harmful. So solar energy, wind energy, these things are now very important. So although basically global warming now decade by decade increasing, then finally whole sort of galaxies will burn. That is the nature process. But some sort of our way of life carelessly about environment, that also makes some contribution regarding shorten our world's life. So we should pay more attention about environment.
Thank you so much, Your Highness. This will be the last question we would be able to take for this interactive session. Yes, we have somebody in the front. Can we have the mic, please?
Microphone. Here.
In the front.
No. Wait. Microphone. Yes, 2 questions.
Hello, His Holiness. I'm a teacher.
So we will be taking his question first.
He's elder to me. Let him go ahead.
Kasa.
My question is, I have spent about 5 decades in teaching. I'm a teacher. Education cannot exist in isolation. With this atmosphere that you see in this country of great wisdom, when the politics is so aggressive, His Holiness, what's the way out for education? If he could suggest only one thing for the planners of education, what would you suggest? Only one thing. What's the way out of this toxic political atmosphere? Thank you.
Now, I already mentioned existing education, particularly in the West, not adequate. Education mainly oriented about material value. So now, materialistic society, they pay more attention about 5 sensorial level consciousness, not a mental level. So the problem, anger, these come from mental level, not a sensorial level. So in order to bring peaceful mind, we must pay more attention about 6th mind, we usually call chit. Because anger, jealousy, these mainly in mental level, not sensorial level. So in the West, just sort of materialistic culture, materialistic life. So saying something nice, hearing something nice, these are something the kasoda, in order to develop peaceful mind, just depend on sensorial level. This is not adequate. Now, in this country, ahimsa, karuna, related with 6th mind, not sensorial level. So, in order to bring inner peace, so we must deal with 6th mind. Obviously, when we seeing something nice, hearing something nice, meantime, very angry mind. So when we really deal with mind, anger, hatred, we must deal with 6th mind, main mind. There are different level of mind, grosser level, Now, this very moment, while five organs is, mind of five organs is working, sixth mind, and I think more because the one level of sixth mind. Then dreaming, sleep, I think firstly, deep sleep, only sixth mind, no senses of organs. The sixth mind there, now deeper level, deep sleep. Then little sort of lighter, then dreams come. So there are different level of main mind. Then when we faint, the main mind further deeper. At the time of death, the deepest sort of sixth mind occur. So that is that makes connection with previous life. So some people claim memory about past life, not senses of organs. The brain, new life, new brain, so no connection. But sixth mind, more subtle level, the continuation of the mind. Without that, mind cannot develop. Therefore, this subtle level, most sort of this inner subtle level consciousness is the when dying, brain stop, the sixth mind, subtle level still there. So that make connection with next life or previous life, like that. So the explanation about those people who remember about past life, or people who remain, their body remain very fresh, but actually, according to medical scientists, now brain already stopped. So, the explanation, these things on the basis of innermost subtle mind. Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Holiness, for illuminating us with your words of knowledge and wisdom.
That was Sadaji. One question, yes.
His Holiness, with your blessings, I had the very happy occasion, very blissful occasion of going through your book, The Art of Dying and Living a Better Life, for which I profusely thank Your Holiness and seek your blessings.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Today was indeed a day of once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a day where we had the gracious moment of having amongst us the notable personage, His Excellency, the 14th Dalai Lama. We cannot express our gratitude in words. Therefore, on this occasion of 550th birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Chandigarh University feels immensely elated to present the Global Spiritual Leader Award to Your Excellency, as a small token of gratitude and acknowledgement for your innumerable momentous contributions for maintaining the fundamental positive approach of peace and oneness of humanity throughout the entire world. For the same, I request our Honorable Chancellor, Sardar Satnam Singh Sandhu, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. R.S. Bawa, and other dignitaries to kindly present the award to His Holiness, please. A small token of gratitude from Chandigarh University, as we are immensely elated by his illuminating presence here today. The Global Spiritual Leader Award to His Highness for his magnificent contributions, making revolutionary changes throughout the world in the field of humanity and peace. Also, a small moment of respect from Chandigarh University, the portrait of Guru Nanak Dev Ji from Chandigarh University to His Highness, who've paved the paths for humanity with his valuable actions and words throughout his life. And a portrait from the student fraternity of Chandigarh University, a handmade portrait by the student, the fine arts student, Akash Azad of our university. A small token of love and gratitude from Chandigarh University.
I am humbled to get this opportunity on behalf of Chandigarh University, all the students present here, on behalf of the management, on behalf of the Governing Council, Mr. Gupta is representing here, on behalf of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Bava, and on behalf of our very dear, respected Honorable Chancellor, Sir Satnam Singh Sandhu, that His Holiness Dalai Lama Ji, a unifying force for millions, one of the most popular spiritual persons in this world, is here with us today. To all seated here, I have to say that his childlike smile, which I'm sure you have noticed, his childlike laughter, the halo of calmness are so endearing that one just wants to continue to look at him. The words spoken by him are one of the most respected and recognized moral voices on this planet. His reflection of the highest form of compassion, a symbol of tolerance, courage, wisdom, transformational thought, transcending all differences. His Holiness is a messenger of love, happiness, religion of humanity, karuna, ahimsa, and as he said, always a student having a curious mind. His message on Guru Nanak's secularism and respect for all religions is really embedded in our hearts, and it's a very strong message that this world needs to take over. I also take this opportunity to thank all those who have accompanied His Holiness and have worked closely with the Chandigarh University teams, guiding them on all the requirements to make this event and your presence a success. Thank you very much, sir.
With this, we've come to the end of this remarkable and magnificent session, which was indeed a historical moment for Chandigarh University and each and every one of us present here. The presence of His Holiness has illuminated and magnified each and every one of us present here. We cannot thank Him enough for coming here today and making us all feel so blessed to be a part of this interactive session. Indeed, one to look up to throughout our life. All these moments that we will be cherishing throughout our life. Indeed, one of the rare opportunities that we all got to catch the sight of His Holiness, the notable personage, indeed a spiritual leader, the prominent spiritual leader of the world. Cannot thank Him enough for being here today. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for coming here today and enlightening us all with your presence. Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, the 14th Dalai Lama. Thank you so much for being a part of this interactive session.
कुदरत के सब बंदे अव्वल अल्लाह नूर पाया कुदरत के